Welcome to FPESPlays Super Mario World, or Super Mario 64. I'm James.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Kyle.
And I am going to be more or less speedrunning this game. I'm going to do it with 16 stars, which I'm pretty much mostly doing because most Let's Players don't tend to do speedruns because of Let's Play luck. But hopefully I have my glitches consistent enough where I can just do it, just beast it out.
Me and Kyle have had some drinks,
Yeah.
so we'll see how the commentary goes with that.
Most definitely.
Probably will.
I was explaining to Christian yesterday what the difference between a speed run, a walkthrough, and a Let's Play is. I don't know.
Somebody actually asked.
Yeah.
But
Wait, you don't know what the difference is?
No, I do.
Oh,
I
okay.
just said I explained it, but
okay.
at the same time, it's like, why is there got to be lines and labels? You know what I'm saying?
Well, walkthrough is doing the game normally and giving tips.
Yeah, it's like you tell them how to beat it. Pretty much.
Speedrun is using any exploit to beat it quicker, pretty much.
Well, I feel like Homeland 2 was more like a walkthrough kind of, but we had the whole commentary too.
Yeah.
So it's like both.
It was like both, but there is no glitches known to that game, so like...
Yeah, but I was explaining how to do things.
Yeah, you're explaining how to do it, but it was... I guess it couldn't be a speedrun in the sense that that game just takes that long, you know what I mean?
Well, you can speedrun stuff like Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, like Final
Like,
Fantasy.
they take like 9 hours, but you can still do it.
Yeah, you can still do it.
Back when I was coming into the castle, the reason I turned around is because I had already screwed up the first skip in the game. If you jump right on the very left edge of the bridge, Lukitu will not talk to you. And that saves about 8 seconds, apparently.
I saw that. That's nice.
But since I messed it up and I had to go and reset it again, I pretty much lost all the time it saved me. I don't know how to do the glitched version of this star, so I just tend not to do it. But this is the only star I get in Bob-Omb Battlefield, and if I knew how to do... Actually, this is the only fast star in Bob-Omb Battlefield at all. But I don't know how to do the red coins in the Bowser and the Dark World stage, so I'm going to just beat the big Bob-Omb real quick. And hopefully you can actually hear the pad noise, just because I usually like to hear it when I'm watching any sort of speedrun.
Surprisingly, I don't know much about this game.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the original version is 120 stars, but in the DS version,
It's 150, right?
in the DS version it's 150 because they add 3 more playable characters, which is Waluigi,
It's Wario,
Wario,
Yoshi, and
Luigi, and Yoshi.
And actually, I have a feeling that on top of adding Luigi, just to, you know, have Mario's brother in there, they probably also added him because there was always rumors going around when people would play this game that Luigi was a playable character if you did some crazy shenanigans.
And then the thing with this game is there's different types of hats and stuff. Like there's one that would make you metal Mario. One that gives you the flight, which is, you know, like Mario, you can fly and shit. One that makes you like invisible, where you can like walk through hollow walls and stuff like that. And then the other one, it can like, I don't know what I'm thinking of, some whatever. And pretty much in the remake, Wario can only turn into Metal Mario.
I didn't know the powers were specific in that game.
That's why they have them. Luigi can only be the hollow one because he's light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Mario can only fly because that's his hat. And pretty much this game, it's what is it? 8 stars for the first door.
8 stars for the first door, 30 stars for the second door, and 50 stars for the third door, 70 stars for the last door.
Yeah.
However, the way I'm playing it, it's going to be 8 stars for the first door, 15 stars for the second door, and 1 more star for the last door, just because I have to beat Bowser's sub.
Yeah. And pretty much if you did this legitimately, there's 8 stars per level, plus an actual bonus star.
No, it's
which is
there's 7 stars per level plus the 100 coin star.
Yeah, if you collect 100 coins on a level, you get another star. There's 8 coins per level. But in this original version, there's 120 stars. If you get 120 stars, then you can go on the roof, and Yoshi's gonna be on the roof, and he will give you 99 lives, correct?
Yeah, which is the worst time to get 99 lives because you've already beaten the whole game.
It also gives you bonus slides, correct?
What do you mean?
You know how there's like slides in the castle? Like,
yeah, you can do those anytime.
Yeah, and it gives you bonus slides.
Like, I can actually do them right now.
Yeah, you could, but...
Oh, no, the other thing that Yoshi gives you besides the lives is a different triple jump. It makes it so that when you do your third jump, you'll never take fall damage.
Yeah, that's it.
But it's pretty pointless.
So pretty much, this game, it's somewhat puzzle, half platformer, as you can see. I would say this game's most popular because of the time it came out on, as you can imagine.
Right, like in a nostalgic sense.
Yeah, because, you know, this and Ocarina of Time were like the games of, you know, a lifetime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, after playing Mario 3 or Super Mario World, you would play this game, you'd be like, holy shit.
Right.
Yeah, and Nintendo's never actually done a 3D Mario as good as this game.
It never has.
Sunshine doesn't even come close. Galaxy is completely different.
Yeah.
I would be okay with them remaking this game with updated graphics. Like, I wouldn't have any sort of problem with that at all.
I would say my favorite thing about this game is that nearly every level has its Easter eggs. Like, you can go into a level and just find like a completely different mini game into it a lot of times, or like just find something different about the level. And then I feel like you're going for a different star. As you saw, he went for the first star and there was a giant block there he hit in his feet.
Right.
The second star is a fortress here.
Right.
And
different stars unlock different things as a level.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about it. Like, some stars you go for, they'll have like a completely half different part of the level that you have to do.
Right.
And
you just get to experience all those different variations of the same level.
And the cool thing is the fact that every time you get a star, you get shot back out. So it's like you replay the level through and experience something different each time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like this one, like, he's been jumped into the tree every time. This one, a fucking bird pops out.
Yeah.
If you jump with a bird, it would carry you, correct?
Yeah, it does, but I'd never do the star that is, like, required for.
Yeah.
Because it just takes too long, and that owl is the worst thing ever.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's impossible to control, and when you jump off of it, it's like, you just go in a random direction, essentially. I hate it.
That, and for the time, these levels were so detailed and so complex that, like, see, you would never know that was a star.
Right.
Unless you experimented with that.
Well, the names of the stars are hints, but they're like really cryptic hints.
Yeah,
right.
Like, since this is a game that came out in the 90s, you could see the line that it made.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
But, like...
But you would have to spend so much time to look at that.
Yeah, like, for this time period...
Also, with low definition TVs, there's no way you're just gonna see that anymore.
Exactly. Like, there's a reason why this and Ocarina of Time are always in the top 5 for best games ever made.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely always understood Ocarina of Time. I mean, I played Ocarina of Time when I was younger. You know what I mean? But, see, the thing was, Mario 64, I don't even think we owned Mario 64. So the only time I ever played it was, like, dicking around with, like, my cousins or whatever. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I really, you know, went through this game like you guys always did, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say...
Shit. I went the wrong way.
Little Big World and...
Tiny Huge Mountain, or Tiny Huge Island is one of the best levels.
Tiny Huge Mountain is one of the best levels to see what kind of game this is.
Yeah.
You can either be big or little. And if you're big, you can go into all these secret holes. If you're little, you can go... Or scratch that and reverse it, you know what I mean?
Right.
This, he's gonna go into a secret slide if he went into that little hole.
Well,
he's
gonna
gonna jump
this the coolest way possible.
Yeah, he's gonna jump down there. He's gonna give that penguin to his mom. He's gonna get a star for it. Or if he just went through that cottage, that original chimney, he would have went through this slide, and he would have popped out that end right there. It would have been a different star.
The best thing about that penguin star, is there's another baby penguin in the level that if you bring it to the mother, it'll get mad at you. It's like, this isn't my baby.
It's a fake penguin, yeah.
And it's like way closer to the star too, so it's like purely put there to troll you.
So, I mean, when I was little, the thing about this game was figuring out what doesn't belong where,
right,
and like how it works.
Right.
And actually, I've still never beaten this game 100%. I've never done it.
Well, the thing about this game is when I was 9 and playing this game, I've gotten 116 out of 120 stars.
I got 108. That's the most I ever got.
But when the remake for the DS version came out, I actually got 150 out of 150 stars.
Do you know if it has the same stars in this, just plus 30?
It has the same exact stars in it, but plus 30, because you start out as Yoshi.
Right.
And you have to jump into a specific Mario painting.
Okay.
And there's another mini boss and extra set of pennies to get.
Right.
And then in the mansion, you know, we had to kill the Boo and all that to get into.
Right.
There's a room where Luigi's painting is. Go figure, Luigi's Mansion. And you unlock them there. So there's all these different things, and then there's also don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure there's double the amount of rabbits to catch that have secret.
I know there's more than one rabbit in that game.
I think there's a lot more rabbits in there that have stars, on top of having a lot more bonus levels, such as the Mario, the Luigi, and the Wario. So, in my opinion, Super Mario 64 for the DS was the best remake Nintendo's ever done.
Not Ocarina of Time 3D?
The thing about Ocarina of Time 3D...
Oh wait, you don't even like Ocarina, never mind.
I love Ocarina.
What are you talking about?
I thought you didn't like it.
No, absolutely not.
Dude, I do speedruns of it all the time.
I thought
Just for free.
I thought you only speedran Majora.
Compared to Majora's Mask, yes.
Well, okay.
But for a Zelda game, that's one of my favorites.
No, I sat there and watched him speedrun Ocarina of Time just one time. It was pretty bored.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fun fact, Ocarina of Time 3DS came out on my birthday, June 19th. And for my birthday, we got really drunk the 18th. That's when I did the Emily Blair switch.
Oh, yeah.
And I kicked the girl out of my house so I can go pick up this game, Ocarina of Time, and play it.
Why don't you tell that story a little bit?
So,
single cycle, yes.
the thing about what they did with Ocarina of Time 3D, they did two things. One of which was very minor, as if they added achievements. Pretty much.
Seriously?
That's all they did. And then when you beat the game, what they did was you unlocked Master Quest.
Okay.
Now, if you don't know what Master Quest is, everything, all the puzzles in the game and all the landscapes are backwards.
It wasn't. Wait, was Master Quest its own game?
It was,
Like originally?
it was Ocarina of Time remade.
Okay.
So, like if you take Kakariko Village, for example, everything's backwards. So if you go one way, it's the wrong way. And if you take the Deku Tree and you try to solve a puzzle the way it is in Ocarina of Time, it would actually spring a trap. So you have to figure out a new way to do it. That was the difficulty about it. I've only beaten it once because it messes with your mind so much. Because with a game like Ocarina of Time, you have everything in your muscle memory.
Right, exactly. It's so based on what you know.
Exactly. That it just messes with your mind so much that it actually hurt my head to think. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yo, how many stars are you going for again?
16.
16. That's the minimum that I can do. But this game can be beaten with 0.
Yeah.
But I'm not anywhere near good enough with the glitches. I can't even get through the second door. Like, when I can get them consistent enough to pull them off, like, at least, like, even 30% accuracy, then we'll probably revisit this game and I'll do a 0-star run.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be some time.
So like I said, this game is the best game Nintendo's ever remade, based off the fact they actually added more levels and 30 more stars than the original did, and actually made it funner. Because just like in the old Mario worlds, if you chose Luigi, you could do that little run and glide thing.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
you mean in Mario Brothers 2?
Yeah.
Like where he jumped super high?
Yeah, like they actually had that in here. If you choose Wario, you can't jump for shit, but you can punch double the power of Mario.
Right.
You know, they just had stuff like that. That just made it a completely new, different game. You know, you're playing that remade game and playing this as, you know, a child. You know what I mean? It actually put an impact on you.
Well, that's what always gets me is like, you know, you play stuff as a kid and then you say, oh man, I was so good at this, or you know what I mean, and you think, man, this was the tits when I was little, and then you go back and you play it and you're like, man, this wasn't that hard, or either you say it wasn't that hard, or you say, god damn, this is fucking hard.
Yeah.
You know, like when I went back, I played Crash Bandicoot 4, and I was like, man, I remember it taking me a little while to beat this game, you know what I mean? And then I sat there and fucking ran it in like, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe, you know, like I'm eyeballing it there. So it's crazy. Like I'm like, man, this is kind of just, you know, humdrum, just go straight through, you know? And I did the same thing with Crash 2 as well. And I was like, man, I really destroyed this. I meant to say Crash 3, by the way. Crash 3 Warped. I went through that. And that was like my favorite game when I was little. And I was like, man, this game is awesome. And it is. It's a great game. But, you know, I guess nowadays I'm just taking it for what it is or whatever, you know?
Yeah. That's why Stephen King once said, the reason why God made us as children while we're small is because when we fall down, we're closer to the ground. But as adults, we should know better, so we're farther from the ground. So when we fall, it hurts harder.
Right.
So when you go to a game like this, you think of what it is as a kid. When you revisit it as an adult, it's something completely different.
Right. I mean, it might just be because, like, you know, as much as we're not the greatest gamers in the world, you know what I mean? We're not like fucking autistic or French or something.
I was
French.
Dude, don't not bring up Frenchmen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Tell the story.
Alright, pretty much the reason why I hate Frenchmen is because I once held a world record for Mario Kart Double Dash, DK Mountain. I beat T-Jazz's old world record, and I had the world record for the lap and the overall race. Now what I did wrong was when I was going for the world record, I posted my times. And a Frenchman saw my times and saw that it was close to his world record. So when I beat it, within 2 days of me beating it, he had already tried to beat his world record because he knew I was going to beat it. So within 2 days of me having the world record, he had beaten his old record, which also beat my record. That's why I don't like French gamers.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying, French gamers, but what I'm saying is, you know, we're relatively good gamers. You know what I mean? We each have we each have our like great strengths. You know, it was something that we grew up with, which is, it sounds like, you know, part of the crowd just to say, you know, I grew up with games and etc. But you know, not everybody did. We kind of take that for granted, I guess, in a way. You know.
So the commentary's been awesome. You guys should probably be drunk more often when we do this, but I have to cut it because we've been going for 18 minutes. So next time on FPESPlays Mario, I'll probably finish this run.